Hello everybody, I'm Roxy and this is Rec Me BS. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about doing the 2016 POPSUGAR Reading Challenge. I have already uploaded my wrap-up, which is here in the eye. You can check it out if you want, before or after this video. So this challenge is hosted by a blog called POPSUGAR that I never really heard about before the POPSUGAR challenge, but quite a lot of people do this challenge. It's 40 books based on prompts. A book that's becoming a movie this year, or a political memoir, a book written by a celebrity, etc, etc. And so you choose each book for each prompt. I did it, it was really nice. There were, as always, good and bad things. So the good things were that it really pushes your boundaries. Like a political memoir, you have to read something that probably is outside your comfort zone, or there was something like read a book about a culture you're unfamiliar with. That was also super interesting. 40 books is also a really manageable number, I feel. It was not like it took away from reading other books. So I think if you do want to do a challenge, that is a really good option, because 40 books is a lot, but it's not as much as other challenges. It's quite mellow. The prompts are also really flexible, so you can kind of tailor them to what you want to read. In my case, I chose a lot of prompts to fit books that I had already intended to read in the first place. However, there will always be some books, whether because you want to get out of your comfort zone or because you just don't have a book that fits the description, that you're going to have to add to your TBR. Be them you buy it or you get it from the library. I did that in a couple of cases. You do have to add something, and so if you have a lot of books you want to read and you know you want to read them, maybe that's not your challenge. Also, doing a challenge that's so long and it lasts a whole year, it's that it's always a presence. There's always like that cloud looming, like you have to finish the challenge, you have to finish the challenge, you are reading other stuff and you haven't moved forward in your challenge. Again, 40 books is really manageable, but unless you want to read them all at once, it gets kind of like homework-y. As a conclusion, I would say that this is a really good challenge. Out of all the challenges, I think this is the one I like best. The POPSUGAR challenge gathers a lot of really comprehensive, flexible prompts that can really help you push yourself, and I would do it again sometime, but not next year. I'm going to get to what I'm doing next year in a second. So if you are a person who reads a lot, who wants to force themselves to get out of your comfort zone and read something else, or just, this is really good. I think it's a challenge that's not too easy, not too hard, and you can tailor it to your needs. But I'm not doing it this year because on 2017, I want to read only books that I have purchased on 2016 or before. I am not joking, about 200 or 300 books that I have not read, and I think it's time to change that. And sometimes, because I'm very anxious and impatient with books, I will buy a book and I will say, okay, because I want to read it right away, and I don't. And I tell myself I will, and I never do. So this will control my buying a little bit. I am not saying I'm not buying any books. I'm actually going to a lot of literary fairs next year, but I am not going to have that urge of like, I want to read it right away, I'm going to purchase it. No, I'm going to purchase it because maybe it's a really good deal, or I really want that book in particular. There are no books that are coming out that I'm particularly waiting for, so I think it's a really good deal to make. I do want to read at least 100 books, but I'm not promising anything. I am not doing a Goodreads challenge this year either, because I want to read Anna Karenina, Crime and Punishment, Ulysses, and Blonde. And those are really long books, and you don't really read so many long books when you have like a number challenge, because you want to read the most books and it kind of influences badly, I think, and I want to step away from that a little bit. I also want to read more literary magazines, so I'm not doing any of those challenges. If you can say that I'm not doing any challenge, but to me this is a really important step, and I'm hoping I can share more of this literary journey with you guys. I know it hasn't been a great booktube year for me. I haven't recorded a lot. I hope you liked this video. I hope I was helpful. My experience overall was good. It's a challenge that fits me because the prompts were really flexible, but again, I think I will hold out until maybe a couple of years. So that's it. I hope you liked this video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and comment what do you think about the POPSUGAR challenge. What do you think about challenges in general? Anything you would like to add? I hope you had a very nice holidays, and see you next year. Bye! And all my wrap-up videos, the best and the worst, are going to be for January because I don't have time now in December, but I still hope you have enjoyed what little you have seen from me, and I hope you will join me next year because I'm planning a lot of changes from the channel, starting from the highlights video, and you can find it here. That was November's highlight video, and December's will be up in January. The first things, I promise. Anyways, so the POPSUGAR challenge is a reading challenge with 40 prompts that you should read 40 books, of course.